Hey there, this is Red. It's time for another episode of Red Plays. So we've still got Black Widow out on the table. We're 1-0 against Rhino. Still doing Rhino standard so we can kind of figure out how Black Widow works here. I'm thinking maybe a couple more games, and then I might go over to the Lizard because I think the Lizard was updated. And I'd like to give him a shot. He's a more complex villain. And I actually think the Black Widow would do better against some of those more complex villains out there as opposed to Rhino's kind of basic. So things like her attack acrobatics and things like that aren't as fantastic as they could be, I think, against some of the other villains. So let's get ready to roll here. We've got Rhino with 14 hit points. That's his starting at level 1. We've got Natasha out there. We need 6 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We should be ready to roll. Well, I guess we need a mulligan first. Mulligan, well, maybe we won't mulligan. We'll see. Ooh, there's our twin carrier. And we got some gauntlets. So things that we would not probably do. Well. Oh, so things aren't, well, let's see. 1, 2. We'd get our gauntlets out there. So we would get our gauntlets out. We would use our gauntlets and our Dance of Death to get our grappling hook, which would get us a card. And then we would go over. Yep, okay. So we're going to stick with this. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to use our interrogation room to get our gauntlets out there. We're going to use our gauntlets and our Dance of Death to get a grappling hook out there. When a preparation card comes into play, get to draw a card. Oh, it's our synth suit. Oh, the Quinn carrier or the synth suit. The synth suit is awesome. I think we will go over to Black Widow and let's bring the synth suit into play. Okay. We can always get more resources later. That's the thought anyway. All right. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to attack for 2 on Rhino. So we'll start off pinging him down a little bit. All right. Let's untap. Untap. We're going to draw 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is Black Widow stuff. So we got Spycraft, Safe House, Winter Soldier, Coulson, and a Stealth Strike. All right. Rhino's turn. First off, 1 threat on the main scheme. Second off, Rhino's going to come attack Black Widow. Black Widow's going to defend against that. So she's defending for 3 right now because of the synth suit. Rhino's going to attack for 2. He's going to get a bonus of none, which is a good bonus to get. But that means that I take no damage. All right. Next up, Rhino's encounter card is a treachery. We have a grappling hook. So we're going to use our grappling hook against the treachery and cancel the effect of the treachery and discard it. So when we do that, we get to do a response of 1 damage also. So we ping him down a little bit. All right, Rhino's done. We're back over to the hero side. All right, downside of that was we make our Winter Soldier, which I was hoping to get out, cost more. So that was kind of eh. All right. We could get... Let's go ahead and get our Safe House out. Okay, so I can use that to help generate for a preparation card. So let's get our Spycraft out. Spycraft is out there. So next up, we could do Agent Coulson, or we could do a Stealth Strike. Actually, we could do Winter Soldier at this point in time if we get rid of our Safe House, which our Safe House is really nice. It would be kind of cool to get Winter Soldier out this early. So let's go ahead and we'll bring Winter Soldier into play. Boop. All right, so Winter Soldier is going to hit. We're going to go ahead and have him hit Rhino for 2. So Rhino's going to go down to 9. All right, we're going to untap. Lots of things. And we're going to draw 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, acrobatics, target acquired, and a grappling hook. All right, so it's Rhino's turn. We can put threat on the main scheme. Rhino is going to come to attack Black Widow. Black Widow is going to block. So right now we've got defense of 3. Rhino's attacking for 2. He's going to get a bonus of none. So he takes 0 damage. And that's both of the advances. Yay! All right. Okay. Next up, we need an encounter card. Encounter card is hard to keep down. So that's going to have Rhino heal. Are we okay with Rhino healing? Yeah, we'll let Rhino heal. So he's going to heal 4. He's at 9. That means he's going to go up to 13. So we'll just do this. There we go. All right, so that is the end of the villain's turn. We're back over to the hero side of the house. So what are we going to do hero side? So we've got our Dance of Death out there, which is all kinds of fun. But if I do that, it's going to cost 3. I pretty much use up all of my, well, I don't use up all of my stuff. We could do 1 and get attack acrobatics out there. It would be nice to have the grappling hook out there too. I would kind of like to have that over the Dance of Death. So let's do that. We're going to use this. We're going to get attack acrobatics out there. We're going to use both of these, and we're going to get our grappling hook out there. We're going to have Winter Soldier, thwart, and get that off of there. And we're going to be done. So we're going to untap, untap. We're going to hold on to our Dance of Death for later. We're going to get 4 cards. So Stealth Strike, Nick Fury, another attack acrobatics, and counterintelligence. All right. We're over to the villain's turn. First off, 1 threat of the main scheme. Second, Rhino's going to attack, Black Widow's going to defend. So we're defending for 3 right now. He's attacking for 2, and he gets a boost of 1. We will go ahead and use our attack acrobatics here. So what that's going to mean is his boost card, that says his boost is going to get turned into a damage back to him. So he's going to take 1. I'm going to take 2. But also my response is going to go off. So he's actually going to take 2 and I'm going to take 2. So I take 2. He takes 2 and I can exhaust my synth suit and untap myself. All right, and then we need to draw an encounter card. Encounter card is Caught Off Guard. Let's see here. That is a treachery. So we will use our grappling hook to cancel that treachery. If I can get underneath that card. Oh, I can't. There we go. All right, so Caught Off Guard. I'm going to cancel that with my grappling hook. Get a response. I get to do 1 damage to Rhino. All right, that's the end of Rhino's turn. We're back over to the hero side at this point. All right, so Nick Fury looks like the fun thing to bring out. The other option would be, so Nick Fury is going to do 6 damage on his turn when he comes out, and then I can use him as a blocker to soak up a damage. The other option would be bring out Dance of Death and put attack acrobatics into play. That sounds kind of cool. I think that's what I want to do. So we're going to use our Black Widow gauntlets to get attack acrobatics out there. I'm not going to use Nick Fury. Instead, we're going to do our Dance of Death, which is going to do 6 damage total. So we're going to do 6. He's down to 4. So now what I could do is I could take him out and make him flip over to Rhino 2. That sounds kind of fun. Let's do that. So We're going to hit him with Winter Soldier. That's going to do 2. We're going to hit him with the Black Widow. That's going to do 2. All right. We're going to kick Rhino out of there. Rhino 2 is going to come out, and he's going to have 15 hit points. All right. We got a bigger Rhino, bigger, badder, breaking and taking Rhino. I don't think I saw breaking and taking come out yet, did I? Nope. All right. So the good thing is that we know the advances are over there, so I'm not too worried about that. Oh, there's breaking and taking. And it needs 3 on it. We're going to put 3 on there. All right, so now I guess what I'm trying to decide is I think what I'm going to do is I am going to flip over to Natasha. And we'll let him maybe do some scheming this round. We'll see how that goes. All right, so we're going to untap things. And we're going to get 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so one of the things that we're looking at is we can use spycraft when we are in our alter ego mode. We can't use attack acrobatics when we're in alter ego mode, so that's kind of a downer. All right, so villain phase. First thing, 1 threat on the main scheme. Second is Rhino's going to scheme. He schemes for 1. He's going to get a bonus of none, so he's just going to scheme for 1. Okay, then we need breaking and taking's out there, so we need 2 encounter cards. 1, 2. All right, so we have encounter card number 1 is, Shadows of the Past, Treachery. That kind of sucks. All right, that's where those grappling hooks are really nice, but I don't have one right now. All right, so Taskmaster is going to come out, and Killer for Hire is going to come out, and these need to go in the deck. And that's going to have 4 threat on it. Okay, so there's a whole lot of yuck that just happened there. I'm not too happy. Whoa. Actually, let's wheel that back a little bit. We're going to kick out Shadows of the Past. We're not going to kick out Shadows of the Past. We're going to spycraft Shadows of the Past. Okay, so let's time out. We're going to wind that back. We're going to take Taskmaster and set him aside. We're going to get our Taskmaster cards here. Where'd they go? I didn't mix them in there too far, did I? All right. Let's see here. Black Widow, Black Widow, Black Widow, Black Widow, Black Widow, Black Widow. Okay. And we're going to use that. Our spycraft lets us cancel encounter card for a different encounter card, and we can do it in Natasha Romanoff side, so we can do this. All right, so we're going to cancel Shadows of the Past and get a different card and see if that works out better. Actually, I don't know that Taskmaster would have been all that horrible, but instead we get an Explosion, which is going to surge because Bomb Scare is not out there, so don't worry about that one. It's surging, and we're going to get Charge. All right, so Rhino's getting ready to be big and bad. The second encounter is Tough. So we're going to give Rhino a Tough status card. Okay. So we're back over to the hero side. We narrowly avoided the Taskmaster. All right, so we have these Covert Ops out there which do 4 and confuse the villain. So I think that's a pretty good way to go at this point in time. Let's actually use our Black Widow's gauntlets to get a spycraft out there again. And when we do that, we get to draw a card. Ooh, counterintelligence is nice also. So we're going to do 2 And then actually we'll use our counterintelligence. Or do we use our Widow's Bite? We'll use our Widow's Bite. So 3 in order to do a Covert Ops. Actually, let's use another Covert Ops in order to do a Covert Ops. Okay, so we're going to do a Covert Ops. And that does, we're going to take 4 threat off of a scheme and confuse the villain. So we're going to take 4 off of the break-in and take-in. And we're going to confuse Rhino. Confuse card is over here. Let's see if we can get him all the statuses. All right. Got counterintelligence. So do I want to get out? Let's do counterintelligence to get out another Black Widow's Gauntlet. Let's do Widow's Gauntlet to get a Widow's Bite out there. Okay. And I think we're going to stay Natasha this round and try to do a little bit more building. All right, so we're going to untap. I'm going to draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we've got a Spycraft, a Quake, Widow's Bite, Surveillance Team, and Interrogation Room. Well, that's not great building things. All right, villain's turn. 1 threat on the main scheme. Villain is going to would scheme, but he's confused, so he doesn't. Then we're going to get a encounter card. So encounter card is Tough. If he already has Tough, that's going to Surge. All right, so we're going to Surge. We get Bomb Scare. So it's going to get 3 threat, and we're going to have acceleration now. So 3 threat. All right, so the villain's done. We're over the hero side. All right, what do we want to do hero side? We've got a Spycraft we could get out there. We've got Power of Justice. Let's use Power of Justice for our surveillance team, or do we use it to get Quake out? I think we use it to get Quake out. So Power of Justice. We'll get Quake out there. Let's we'll use one of our Widow's Gauntlets to get Black Widow's Bite out there. Okay, we're back. So we used our gauntlets to get a Widow's Bite. Because of that, we get to draw a card. Draw a card. We have a surveillance team. All right. With that, where do we want to go with that? Let's. We're gonna flip over to Black Widow. Looking at the stuff that we've got out there. Let's see here. When Rhino attacks, he's going to get overkill. So he's going to do lots of damage, which is a downer. Let's have Quake. We're worried about the bomb scare. Or we're worried about Rhino running us over, because he's going to do a bunch of damage when he attacks. I'm going to do 6, which I've got 2 damage, which means I'm going to go down to a minimum. He's going to run somebody over, so I'm going to have 6 coming through. I'm going to be able to defend. That's going to divert some of that. So we might be all right here. Okay. Should we get another Spycraft out there? That's our only, let's get a Spycraft out there. So put another Spycraft out there, and then we'll use these 2 and get a surveillance team out there. All right, so we're going to put 3 on the surveillance team. All right. Next thing I think we're going to do is we will use Quake to thwart. No. We'll use our surveillance team. We'll use one of our surveillance team counters to take one off of the bomb scare. Then Black Widow is going to thwart for 2. So we're going to get rid of bomb scare. We're going to have Quake attack. And take the tough off of Rhino. And we're going to have Winter Soldier go ahead and hit Rhino for 2. I'm just going to take Winter Soldier out. But Rhino will be down to 13. So let's get that out of there. He's down to 13. All right, we're going to be done. So we're going to untap, untap, untap. I'm going to draw 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, dang it. One too many. I get a second encounter out there. Didn't think I was going to get that quite yet, but such is life. All right, so we're going to get 1 threat on the main scheme. We're going to go there. Next, Rhino's going to look to attack, and we are going to defend against that. So, defend. Now we're defending for 3 because we got the synth suit on, but he's got the charge, so he's getting +3. So he's looking to do lots of damage. All right, so his boost card is Sandman, which is 2. We will use our attack acrobatics on that. All right, so that's going to cancel his boost. So that means that I'm going to do 2 damage to him. I'm going to get a bonus of 1. So instead of a boost, it's going to turn around. It's going to do 3 damage to him. Okay. Normally, without all the boost stuff, he would do 6 damage to me, but I was blocking. So in that case, I take 3 damage. All right, the next part of all that business is that I used my attack acrobatics, which says I triggered a prep card so I can ready Black Widow. All right, oops, there are my 5 cards. I need to get those out there. All right, so the next encounter card is hard to keep down. He would potentially heal 4 damage. We do not want him to heal. We're going to use our Spycraft on that. So when we Spycraft, he's going to take a damage because it's a prep card. And we're going to get a different card. All right, so let's see what else comes out here. Try again. He's going to get Burn Notice. Do I care about Burn Notice? No, I think we're okay with Burn Notice. We'll take a Burn Notice. All right, so that's going to do, I can flip and become Natasha. So let's do that. That takes that out of the game. All right, so we're going to flip and exhaust Natasha. That goes away. That's the end of the villain's turn. So over to the hero side. All right, hero side. What do we got going on here? We got to be careful because the break-in's getting kind of close up there. Our synth suit is tapped. So let's, hero-wise, we're going to use our surveillance team to take 1 off of the break-in. Get down to 4. We have, let's go ahead and get counterintelligence out. When we put counterintelligence into play, since it's a prep card and we're Natasha, we get to draw a card. Ooh, Winter Soldier. All right, let's see how many prep cards we have in play. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, that makes Winter Soldier free. That's a good number. I like the number free. All right. We will attack with Winter Soldier. Take away 2. Winter Soldier is not 1. Should we attack with Quake? Yes, we will attack with Quake. It's going to take Quake out. It's going to take him down to 5. We will... Let's do both of the... Oh, we can only get one of those out there. So let's get a... we'll do one and get target acquired out there. Makes me think I should have not spent my power of justice there. Let's flip on over to Black Widow. And I think we're going to be done at that point in time. So surveillance team untaps, that untaps, synth suit untaps, Winter Soldier untaps, and Black Widow untaps. All right, we're going to get rid of target acquired. We're going to get 4 other cards and go back up to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, all sorts of fun things there. So we're going to go over to the villain's turn. What's happening on the villain's turn? 1 threat on the main scheme. Rhino is going to come to attack Black Widow. So he's looking like lots of damage. I think what we're going to do is put Winter Soldier in front of that one. So Winter Soldier is going to block. Rhino is going to do 3. He's going to get a boost of 2, so he's going to do 5 damage. Yeah, it's going to take Winter Soldier out. All right, probably should have kept him and just blocked with Black Widow, but didn't make that choice. Okay, so next up, our encounter card for Rhino is Hydra Mercenary. Okay, so we've got a minion coming into play. We can use our Widow's Bite, which says, after a minion enters play, discard Widow's Bite, deal 2 damage to a minion and stun it. So we're going to use 1, which does 2 damage to a minion, and we're going to use the 1 damage from Black Widow to hit Rhino. So he's down to 4. And we'll use our other Widow's Bite to do 2 more damage to the Hydra Mercenary, which takes him out, and we'll take Rhino down 1. All right, so that is the end of Rhino's turn, and we're over to the hero's turn. So what do you think we'll do here? Maybe we'll do a Dance of Death. Ta-ta! So 1, 2, 3. Fire off our Dance of Death. We do 1 damage. We do 2 damage. We don't have to do the 3 damage. All right, we took Rhino out. Yeehaw! So that one played out pretty good. Black Widow seems to have pretty good control of the board once she gets her stuff going there. I'm liking her. She's growing on me. I think I got to get used to her cards a little bit more, but she seems to be really good at controlling the scene. I guess as a player, I like more of the She-Hulk, Captain Marvel, a little bit more punchy kind of characters. Captain America. So these controlling like Ms. Marvel and Black Widow are a change for me. So trying to play to control the game. Iron Man is another one. That's a little bit, he's got a little bit more attack to him. But Black Widow and Ms. Marvel are tougher decks for me to play because you need to sit back and control the game a little bit. So I think Black Widow I think the synth suit is a big card for her. You get that out and that allows her to block a lot more. The other ones are, I think those grappling hooks, another big card for Black Widow. Winter Soldier is horrible up front, but it's great to get later on. So I wasn't all that impressed with that card, but you get him mid-game and he's pretty decent. Getting a 2/2 for no cost with 4 he's great. I think the things that I need to watch are things like, I think Attack Acrobatics. If I take a look at Attack Acrobatics, the thing is it cancels the boost icons on that card. So I imagine anytime an attack comes and I cancel it, I can possibly have two of those in play, but I'm guessing I can only play one at a time because the first one would cancel all the boost icons. And then the second one, there wouldn't be any icons to cancel because they'd already been canceled. I don't know. So I'm guessing one attack acrobatics maybe per attack, or boost card. I guess if you had multiple boost cards, maybe you could double attack acrobatics. Let's see. Also, the Black Widow gauntlets have been really nice, liking those cards. And I like the counterintelligence too. So the ability to, that kind of negates Rhino scheming for a turn. And then you throw the, what's the other one that's in there? The one that takes and confuses him, Covert Ops. You throw Covert Ops in there and some counterintelligence, and you can keep him, and neither of those require you to be in hero form, which is amazing, right? You can do all that stuff from alter ego and stay alter ego. So I like that. So anyway, that's 2 wins on standard Rhino. I think we'll take it up a notch. We'll go expert Rhino next and see if she handles it. I think she may do actually better against expert Rhino, because you throw those expert cards in there. So they're like the expert cards, and if you look at the boost icons on there, look at that 2, 3, 2. That's what you want, more of that. I think a little bit as Black Widow, because you can turn that stuff around, and it's 3 more treachery cards that she can cancel with her grappling hook. So the ratio goes up even higher for things she could potentially cancel. So yeah, that should be fun. So next time, expert Rhino. This time, if there's corrections you saw, make sure to let me know. And thanks for watching.